Hello. A little bit of coffee. Dan here. A couple days ago, I got a message from someone who viewed my how to clean a Brigham pipe video. They said they really liked it and they wanted me to kind of post up a video of all the Brigham pipes I have, including some of the ones that I have that aren't Brighams. Those ones I'm just going to leave up for now because a couple I'm refinishing for Christmas presents and I don't want anyone to see this prematurely. I can maybe throw them in another video later after Christmas, but I can go over my Brigham pipes. And with that said, I have a couple new additions to the collection that I'm going to show you. One being that I just got a couple days ago, so this one I've got out and I've smoked already, but this one I actually got today, and we'll do the unboxing together. I'm very excited about this one, and I'll get into that in just a sec. Okay, so my Brigham pipes, I'll start off with my 3-dot Canadian. This is a 19 shape. It's a rusticated, it's a made in Canada one. It has the aluminum tenon. This one I got in an antique store. It was in pretty rough shape and I got it very cheap, just because I wanted a Canadian shape. I've done a lot of cleaning and fixing up and reaming of the bowl and stuff like that and bowl repair on it. I'm dying to get this one in smoking condition. It's almost there. It does, however, have a chip stem, which kind of upset me a little bit. I don't know if you can kind of see it there. Okay. I love this pipe. It looks great. I love a Canadian pipe, and that's why I got that one. My next one is a 2-dot off of eBay. I got this one really cheap, and this one was in great shape when I got it. It was basically brand new, maybe smoked 2 or 3 times. The rustication is my favorite so far that I've seen with Brighams. Let's try to show you there. It's unbelievably well done, the rustication on this. I'm not sure who did it. It obviously was a skilled rusticator though. Absolutely amazing. I love this pipe. It's a extra large pot. I don't smoke this one very often because I can literally fit pretty much my entire thumb into the bowl, which means I can fit, you know, I am joking, but about half a tin of tobacco in here, and that's way too expensive to be smoking this thing. So I reserve this one for summer days on the deck that I can sit there and enjoy the sunset for a couple hours, and that's pretty much all I'll smoke this one. It just takes way too long and too much tobacco. And my next one is a Brigham Sportsman. This is a newer Sportsman, so the older Sportsmans were just rusticated, unfinished pipes. They were higher grade pipes that they sold for cheaper during the Sportsman show, and they were sold for cheaper because they weren't finished, they weren't stained or anything like that. These ones they still say are the unfinished Sportsman's pipes. However, there is a lacquer on this one. I'm sure you can see it reflecting the light. There's a little bit of rustication on that side. I actually chose it because of that. It's a nice little rustication. But this is a newer Brigham one, so it does have the lacquer on there. And I've read that you can remove the lacquer with steel wool. I've just not got around to that. I don't know if I'm going to or not. It smokes great as is. I don't think I need to remove the lacquer. It kind of protects it a little bit. But yeah, this one is great for when I go out to the sticks, go camping, shooting, stuff like that. This one is usually my bring along because I could pack the bowl. It's a pretty deep bowl, pretty narrow bowl, so it smokes my Virginias and my vapors really well, so I'll bring this one out and it lasts for a while. Next one, and this is an important shape to me. This is the first shape that I got in a pipe. This is a 36 1-dot. This was a made in Italy one, so it has the vulcanite stem with the I'm not sure what they made it out of. Delrin I believe, the tenon. Made in Italy. It's a shape 36. This one, when I got it, I could swear it was a brandy. It looked like a brandy to me. It had thinner walls on it, and it just had that brandy shape. But when I did a little more research into shape 36, it looks like, depending on the dot that you get, the shape kind of will trick your eye into thinking that it's something else. And I'll get into that in just a sec. So this one's carries a special place in my heart just because it was my first briar pipe. My last one here that I'll show you is another estate. So this is another shape that's very close to my heart in that I really like it. It's a squatting bulldog. Squatting bulldogs are great for quick smokes, about half an hour, 45-minute smokes, just like my Shape 36 there. It's got a kind of a short bowl. It's a tapered bowl. This one I got off eBay. It is a aluminum tenon pipe. It was an estate, and whoever owned it before took really good care of it, which I'm glad. It's a 3-dot vertical. 3 dots in older Brighams are a pain to kind of figure out what's going on with them, because you can have 3-dot vertical, which will give you a 600 dot number. So this is a 625, 25 being the squatting bulldog shape. There is also a vertical 3-dot, and will give you a 6-dot number, as well as a 6-dot, literal 6-dot pipe that will give you also a 6-dot number. So they had in their old line 3 different versions of a pipe, starting with a 600 series, and that's pretty confusing. But this is a great pipe. This smokes Dunhill, my Mixture 965, like unbelievable. So that's all I generally smoke in this one. It's more Latakia English style blends. Yeah, and those are my pipes there. So thank you for sending me that email asking me to show off my pipes. So the next thing I have is kind of an unboxing. I've already unboxed it and smoked it. I'm not going to lie, I got this thing home and I had to smoke it right away. Is comes in a little Brigham bag there. Metal tin, which indicates a higher dot number, something made in France. Ta-da! It is a Chinook. Not only that, it is a Shape 25 Chinook. So Brigham has discontinued Shape 25, to the best of my knowledge. They don't offer it in any of their lines that I've seen in their catalogs. However, they did special edition ones, so my B&M tells me, and this is one of them. So I had to grab this naturally, because Shape 25, again, just like this one here, has a special place in my heart. I love it. And it's a nice sandblasted Chinook. And the sandblast on this one's very nice. I'll try to catch the light for you. It's a very nice pipe. Very elegant. Squatting bulldog with the tapered stem. This one reminded me when I got it a lot of a Dunhill looking pipe. I don't have any Dunhills, unfortunately. They look like great pipes. However, I don't have the funds for that. But this did remind me of a Dunhill from what I've seen on the internet. And this is a great smoking pipe. The draft hole in this is huge. Almost too big, but I do take my time when I'm smoking, so that helps. And it's just a wonderful pipe. And it's nice to see that they are doing one-offs of a discontinued shape still for people like me who enjoy those shapes. Okay, and then that leads me to the end here. I'm just going to have a little bit more coffee. I'm exhausted. Okay, so Brigham Pipe Smoker Starter Kit, containing 1 Brigham pipe, 1 Brigham distillator pack, Brigham pipe cleaners, leather pipe tobacco pouch, and a 3-piece check tool. I was very stoked to find this at the store. They had multiple versions of this with different pipes in them, and so you have to watch out. They were all the same price, but a few of them came with 1 dots, a few of them came with 2 dots, and some came with a 3-dot. And obviously I got the 3-dot. Better bang for the buck, as well as I love the shape. It is, and a spoiler alert, a Shape 36, so just like my 1-dot here. So I was very happy to get that. So let's open this up and take a look. Take golden band off there. Leave the top. It's kind of like a mini shoebox, and it's a pain to get open. Okay. Take the stuff off the top. Here we go. Ta-da! I don't know if you can see everything in there. So we have the rock maple filters, we have the pipe cleaners, the pipe itself, we have the check tool, and we have the tobacco pouch. What a neat little set. Great for a beginner. So I don't have a tobacco pouch myself, so this is a good addition to my collection. I want some of my videos to be more beginner direct, because I'm just getting into this myself. I've only been smoking pipe a couple months, so this was a great starter kit for someone just getting into it. Let's see here. Okay, so we have the filters. So full pack of filters. These things last forever. My last video showed you how to clean the pipe and clean these out. You just, again, you can rinse them out and reuse them. I have not thrown any of these out yet, and I've used quite a few of them. I have quite a bit in rotation though, so they'll last for a very long time. And a pack like this could probably last me 6 months, probably, if not longer. I don't know, I'm pretty stingy, so that's that. Pipe cleaners. So only 25 pipe cleaners, or 24, sorry. I can't read right. These are just their regular pipe cleaners. They're great. I usually buy Brigham pipe cleaners. I don't mind them. They're the cheapest option generally. So there we go. We got 24 of those in the pack. We have our tobacco pouch. So it's just a fold pouch. It has a medical rubber, is how I'll put it. A medical rubber pouch here. It's pretty thick, it's pretty durable. The only thing that really bugged me was the fact that this smells so much like leather. Like it's just, it's like leather punched you in the face. Like it's terrible. So I let it air out a little bit, I think. I'm gonna let it air out. The brand is a Columbus handcrafted leather pouch. You can see it there. It's hard to see this lighting, but it does look like a very well-made pouch. I've read that pouches will really dry out your tobacco if you're not smoking a lot, and I don't really smoke too much, so I might just keep my tobacco in a little bag and keep it in this and take it places so it doesn't dry out as fast. And then we have our typical three-way check tool. So we have the scoop, the poker, and the tamper. This is a great tool for starters. I brought out my tool that I use quite a bit. I'm not sure who sells this, no brand name. This one is just a general pipe tool, so it's got your pick, kind of a scoop, kind of a scraper bit, and the tamper. I really like this tool. To me, it's a little less flimsy when you use these, but when you use these, they tend to loosen up and they'll kind of slide everywhere, and they're a pain, and especially when I go to tamp my bowl. And the biggest pet peeve of mine with these is that poker sticking out a little bit and it dents your pipe. It drives me crazy. So this one actually has been better for me. Now the last thing that we have in our starter box is a Brigham pipe sock, which is great. Keep my pipes in these when I travel. And the pipe itself. And I was saving this obviously best for last. I absolutely almost jumped up and down when I saw that they had this pipe in there, because there's, like I said, a couple 1 dots, a couple 2 dots. I like the 2 dot finish, but I was going maybe for a 3 dot. They had the 3 dot, I forgot what shape it was, but it was like kind of a pear shape. It was too big for me. I like smaller chamber pipes. So this one I pretty much grabbed right away and took it to the front and pretty much paid for it. To get out of its bag, it is a shape 36, 3 dot Mountaineer. The grain on this is absolutely beautiful. I'll try to do as steady of a hand as I possibly can here. So we have flame grain coming in there, and on the back we have more bird's eye and the 3 dots. Let's try to show you as good as I can. This is an amazing looking pipe. I love the finish on this. They said the Mountaineer is supposed to be kind of a reddish finish. This is more of a golden honey, dark kind of, I don't know, orangey shade, I would say. But the contrast in the grain is just phenomenal. Unfortunately, I don't think my camera will be able to pick it up, but this is an amazing looking pipe. And so earlier when I showed you this shape, it's kind of perplexing because the shapes are the same technically, but this one is a lot smaller, lighter in hand, and the walls, the chamber walls, are a bit thinner. This one's more delicate. And then when I had this one more fills your hand. It's a larger one. It's got thicker walls, So now I see what they're talking about and having trouble classifying the shape, because now this one makes me think, is this a brandy still, or is this more of a weird looking prince, or maybe an apple shape, or maybe it's even kind of a off pot, kind of a tapered pot shape. So I don't know. I think it's a combination of a lot of these things. I think this is kind of more a combo shape than any one shape. It still has that brandy-esque line to it, but it also has a couple other things. If you actually hold it in your hand, a couple other things that make you think that maybe they were experimenting with shapes with this one. But I absolutely love this one, and I can't wait to smoke this. I'm very excited. So there we go. That's my Brigham pipe collection for you. I hope you enjoyed my pipes. I love that I got a question from the internet from someone watching my video and liking it and wanting to see my other pipes. So keep it up. Yeah, if you have any questions, anything like that, throw them up in the comments there, or message me. Let me know. I want to do some tobacco reviews, but here in Canada it's a little hard. We can't smoke indoors. And where I live, I'm not allowed to smoke inside either. And outside I can do videos. However, I live pretty close to a main road, so it gets a little noisy. So sometimes when I'm out in the shop, I can do some videos. So if I'm out there, maybe I'll bring my camera and my gear out there and do a couple tobacco videos for you. There's a few that I bought recently that I wouldn't mind doing a review on, as well as watch for a review on this that I'm going to post up pretty soon. This is a Black Label by Lotus. This is a pipe lighter. It's an interesting story with this guy because, like I said earlier, I was trying to bend this YouTube channel towards the more starter smoker, or someone who's been only smoking for a couple months and wants some suggestions or ideas in terms of pipe smoking gear. I'm going to mention when I do that lighter review, I'm going to talk about how well my brand new starter kit has worked for me. I'm going to use everything in it and trial it all out and see how it goes. And I'll throw that up with the lighter review. But yeah, the lighter review is going to be a little interesting because there is a bit of a story behind it. But yeah, I was looking for a lighter that, hey, if you just start smoking pipe and you want a more pipe-specific lighter, you'd walk into your local B&M and I'll go over what I saw in there and why I chose this one. So that's my Brigham collection for you. Thank you again for that question. If you want anything else in terms of Brigham pipes, I'd be happy to oblige. Let me know. Until then, stay frosty.